you been feeling like life is an episode of Shameless instead of Gossip Girl? Or maybe even just feeling like the world lacks color? We all feel as though our lives need more, but sometimes you just need to romanticize where you are. Because life isn't always about having more, but enjoying where you are in the present moment. Hi, my name is Shayna, and welcome to the third episode of my podcast, Inside Thoughts. And today I wanted to give 20 things that you can do. You don't have to do all of them, you don't even have to do one, but if you want to add it to spice up your life a bit, make it feel just more like you, and also bring back your creative side. Okay, so I have my bubbly. This is my favorite bubbly. This is not sponsored, but I have my bubbly and my list of notes. I looked on TikTok and I got some ideas, and I also wanted to add some that I also thought that you could do. Some of these things are actually things that I do quite often, and I do feel better when I do them. But first up, we have a candle lit shower or bath. Just add this small step into your night routine, or you could do morning routine. I prefer night routine. I actually do this. It just makes everything feel more cozy. So what I do is I literally turn off all of my bathroom lights, and then I just have a candle lit. Sometimes I play music, sometimes I don't. My sister actually showed me this, and it really helped me like calm down at night and made life feel fun. It made life feel special. So that is one that I do, and I feel like that's a really easy one. You could just try to just see it. My second one is to find music that makes you feel life. By that, I mean finding songs maybe even you wouldn't necessarily listen to, but they bring you back to the present moment. A type of music that I would listen to a lot, especially when I had really bad anxiety, was jazz. I would play jazz all the time. I would just play it in the background, and it really helped me romanticize my life. I also like older music, like 50s love music. Finding things that you like, you can find these songs through TikTok, or even YouTube will have playlists. So if you just search up a really good one that I actually really like, is it's 1940s and you're sitting outside on a bench and oldies are playing in the other room. So I can tag some of those down below in the description, just some ideas to add some music to your everyday life, because it really does help. My third one is to be girly and like do your nails, or like you could get your nails done, but if you want to do your own nails, then do your own nails. And I have been growing my nails out, so I just like painted them this color, and I feel like it just feels super like chic, and it also just makes me feel better because I feel like I'm doing them by myself. And obviously if you like fake nails, you can do that too, but I like painting my nails, and low-key, I don't know, it just reminds me of when I was a kid. My fourth one is to be expressive in your style, and I know a lot of people kind of like cringe up when they hear style, and I think that it's it's stepping out of a comfort zone for a lot of people. I truly think that I'm starting to learn my style more, and I'm still learning. Once I kind of found my style and found things that I like, and how I do my hair and how I do my makeup, like what jewelry I wear, I honestly really felt that changed my life. So I think you can find ideas through like Pinterest or thrifting, and also it'll change through time. So I just think that like knowing your vibe, you can also feel your style through any point in time in your life. Number 5, and that is to add like cozy lights in your room or your living space, or honestly like wherever you want. But I have just like white Christmas lights up around my bed, and I love it. I feel like it feels like a fairy. It feels whimsical. It just feels so cute. I love it. Okay, so number 6, wake up slowly and enjoy the first moments that you have with yourself. Take a breath, tell yourself that today's gonna be a good day, and acknowledge yourself first in the morning instead of your phone. Because honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, these past few nights I've been waking up, or mornings, I've been waking up and checking my phone first thing, and I find it follows me throughout the whole day. So set your intention in the morning right when you wake up. Let yourself, even honestly, like whatever you tell yourself, if you're like, today is gonna be an amazing day. If that's it, and if that's your affirmation that your mind just says, then let it be it. Or it might even be, I'm gonna be so lucky today. So finding those things and having a slow morning honestly can really improve, especially like waking up earlier. I know I have not been the best for that. I've not been waking up early, but it's okay. So waking up earlier, having coffee, I find that when I have done that, it has really made life feel just more calm, more present, and more peaceful. Number 7, and that is to dress up for normal things. With normal things, I mean like doing your errands or going shopping, things like that. Even a walk too. I mean, obviously like whatever you want, like getting coffee with a friend. Add some pizzazz to your outfit if you want, like add jewelry. Even if you're wearing like a sweatsuit, like wear a sweatsuit that matches instead of maybe one that you feel like doesn't matches, or wear something that you feel comfortable in but you also feel like really confident in. It just feels like more fun. Like I just have like confidence throughout the day, especially when I'm doing something, you know, boring. I don't think errands are boring, but sometimes obviously adulting things can be boring. So doing those things while being a little cute you, then it feels a little better. Number 8 is romanticizing your nighttime or even morning routine. Just feeling like you're the main character, just like feeling magnetic, feeling like you just know who you are. Even if you don't feel like you know that, I think that we can do things like find people that we look up to, feel how you would feel if you were friends with them, or just, you know, like things like that. So I think that romanticizing your nighttime and morning routine, or even one, or just adding something little like the candle I said earlier, that can really help. So yeah, like journaling is a good one, or reading a book. It could be a fiction book. It could be a book that you used to read as a kid, like a chapter book you used to love as a kid. If you want to start reading Harry Potter again every night, read Harry Potter again every night. You're allowed to do those things, and I find that we lose a lot of this stuff as we get older, and we just, that's why life felt like life, because we did these little things that just felt right to us and felt like that's what we needed to do. Next one is to stop consuming content that just makes you feel drained, makes you feel like you're sad, things that aren't amazing to look at. And I know it is good to be aware of things that are going on in the world, but consistently consuming content that doesn't feel right can actually really impact how you're feeling mentally, or being around draining people even. And I honestly feel like that is something that can really help you feel better and make you feel like life is more life. My next thing is to try to breathe and realize that you're not always in a rush, and you can do things slowly. You don't have to be anywhere. You can just take a moment for yourself. I feel sometimes I'm like always like, I need to get all this done, I need to do this, I need to do this. But sometimes it's good to just take a second, let your mind sit, because in order to have a healthy mind is to have a calm mind and a regulated mind. So finding moments that are just slow can really help and improve feeling more present in life. Okay, my next thing is to add things that can be aesthetic to your life. So even as little and as easy as drinking coffee out of like the coolest mug or your favorite mug, or drinking cold coffee out of a super cool cup, or if you like the clear glass ones, like getting a clear glass ones. I know they even have them at the dollar store. So doing little things like that, or adding a keychain to your purse and adding some things that you like to it. Have accessories. Just add things that feel aesthetic into your life. So not just like as a photo, but like actually into your life. My next thing is to journal and act as though your future self is reading it. There are also so many cool things you can journal on. So I feel like a lot of people, when they kind of think of journaling, they're like, I don't want to journal, I don't want to, like, it feels weird, or some people just feel like it's not for them. You can find so many cool prompts to journal about. Like, there's so many cool things, and you could even like write stories in your journal, or like you can just do so many things. So just journal and let your mind go from like mind to paper. So it also doesn't have to be a 5-page essay. You could write 2 sentences on how your day was, if that's how you're feeling. And if you don't feel like journaling, don't journal, because for me it's unrealistic to journal every day. As of right now, I just don't. Sometimes when I don't feel like it, I don't feel like it. Or don't put a lot of pressure on yourself to feel like you need to just change your life and all these things, because these are just things you can add and implement into your everyday life if you choose to do that. My next thing is to wear cute, cozy clothes at home. What I mean by that is that you're not wearing like pajamas around, because I feel like, well, I don't like always wearing pajamas like the whole day, and some people do, which is fine. I just like wearing like a sweatsuit, or having like, you know, laid back lounging clothes. Even if you want to spend more money and get like a Skims set or an Aritzia set, or just like things that make you feel like luxurious and cozy and just make you feel like cute. So I love having like matching pajama sets or matching sets that I can wear around the house, so I don't have to be like fully dressed up while I'm in the house. Okay, my next thing is to bake or cook. I'm gonna talk more about baking because I love baking. I think I'm definitely more of a baker than a cooker, but baking I think is a really cool thing to do, and it's relaxing, and there's so many different experience recipes for baking. Like, you know, you could have no experience in baking and be able to make a bunch of things, and you could have like a lot of experience in baking and be able to make like some other cool recipes. So it really is for anyone, and even if you feel like you can't bake, I promise you, I know you can. Pinterest has a lot of good things, and I also think like while you're baking, put on your favorite show or watch an old movie, maybe put on a candle or your diffuser and just be present in the moment and just enjoy the moment. Like, enjoy it like you're having a sleepover when you were a kid with your best friend. My next thing is to take photos that like just look pleasing to your eye. What I mean by that is like, I feel like a lot of times we'll just take photos, you know, when we're with people or we want to show somebody something, or we just want to take a photo, but like taking photos of cool things that when you just look at it, you're like, that looks aesthetic, or like, that looks cool, I want to take a photo of that. So I think that that's something that's like super easy thing that you can just do that honestly just like gives you that little bit of joy. Okay, my next thing is to start a new hobby, and that could be baking like we just talked about, or it could even be journaling, reading, sewing, knitting, crocheting, diamond art, coloring. If you want it to be running, it could be running. Like, it doesn't have to be something so crazy. I feel like sometimes with hobbies I get overwhelmed because I'm like, it needs to be this massive hobby that I have to get all this stuff for. Sometimes it could be with things that you honestly have at home. Nowadays we can literally find so many different hobbies to do, so finding a hobby honestly I feel like really can let your creative side be expressive, and I think that can trickle into changing other ways of our lives. Okay, my next thing is to stop feeling guilty for doing your makeup, and do your makeup, do your hair, get ready, do what you want to do, get those piercings, dye your hair, and don't feel guilty for it because you're allowed to do that. If you want to wear lashes, wear lashes. If you want to get your lips filled, get your lips filled. If you want to do your eyebrows, do your eyebrows. If you want to get a tattoo, get a tattoo. Do it for you. This is your life. You're allowed to do what you want, and be happy with the choices that you're making for yourself. So I think that not feeling guilty in pampering ourselves and doing what we want for ourselves is a really good thing, and honestly I don't like being guilty for doing something that I love to do. Okay, my next thing is to start doing something that you want to do. I think that sometimes it can be like overwhelming to start something new. We feel as though we don't have the time, but it's like, if you want to start a YouTube channel, make the account or make a really cute banner for it. Figure out what you want in your bio. Like, just set up your account and see how you feel about it. Or even if you wanted to start running, you don't have to do some crazy thing when you first start something. It's very normal to take it slow, not rush it, and to be patient with the process of it. So starting something new, it can be scary, but I promise you it can really help to add new things in your life and new people and new ways to just live. Okay, my next thing, we have one more after this, and that is to change your room around, arrange it if you can, maybe put up like a couple cool pictures. Honestly, just like finding things for your room or adding something to it that can make it feel more cute and cozy and warm, and it makes it feel like when you go into it, like that's your spot. Nothing can enter your mind when you're in your zone. It's, you know, like it has that vibe of you, and it just feels cozy, like you want to go there and let your mind rest and be present and be still there. Doing that, especially in the winter months, can be so nice because we're always in our houses, especially if you live somewhere where it can get really cold. Having a cute room with, you know, things to do is honestly the best. This is my last point, my last thing, and that is to watch your favorite childhood movies, or even watch movies that you haven't watched before, but more specifically your favorite childhood movies or TV shows, because it honestly brings back like such a feeling of nostalgia. And I feel like sometimes I'm like, wait, is this weird? Like I'm watching a kid's show, but I also feel like at the same time, anybody can watch a show, whatever show they want. So if you want to watch like your favorite old Barbie movies, or your favorite Spy Kids movie, or is there only one Spy Kids, or like your favorite Harry Potter movie, go ahead and do that, because the feeling that it gives you is just like, I don't know, I love it. Like especially rewatching Victorious or iCarly or any of those shows, or like even Jessie. The shows are so nostalgic, and you remember when you watch the episodes, you're like, oh my gosh, wait, I remember that episode. And it's crazy because you haven't watched that episode in like 5 years, but your little mind remembered it so much. So I think that that's a really cute thing to do, is to do that. And I don't think that it's weird if you do that. But yeah, that is my whole list. I just want to say that life doesn't have to be boring, and just because you don't have a social media picture perfect life as everybody else, just remember that everyone else is living their life behind closed doors, and social media isn't always what everyone's life is. So find enjoyment in yourself and the things you love to do. I really hope that this helped at least one person, and if it did, I am so happy. But I will see you all very soon next Sunday, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have an amazing week.